Hello my friends, welcome to Rachel's Recipes. I am doing a meatloaf video today. So, meatloaf with mashed cauliflower. So, some of you, out there do keto and y'all use your cauliflower and you mash it and all of that. Anyway, I know you've heard of it. So, that's what, I'm doing today. I like to roast my cauliflower first. So, I'm just because I think everything tastes better roasted, and I just do it in a little salt, pepper, and olive oil. Roast it, take it out, blend it up with some, butter, not regular butter, of course, plant-based and all that good stuff. Anyway, right now we're just doing a little behind the scenes before I start my video. Prep work, which, takes a little bit of time. Anyway, when you're doing meatloaf, I like these little parts, by the way, these little sections behind the scenes, because it just gives me the freedom to relax and to talk about, the food. So meatloaf, let's talk about meatloaf. There are so many ways to make meatloaf, things you can add in meatloaf. There's no right or wrong. Really, if I was gonna try to say what is right, I would say to remember how your mama made it. Because, it's always about bringing us back to something that we had as a child. It's a memory. It's something that, it's not just about it being good or bad. It's about something that brings you back to being a kid. And so, for me, my mama made meatloaf. She used bread or oatmeal and milk, and, she put whatever. Anyway, the thing I remember the most though, and I still do this with my meatloaf, even though I'll change up my meatloaf recipes sometimes, and it really comes down to what do you want to eat that day? What do you want to feel inside your meatloaf? What kind of herbs do you want to use? Do you want to use more veggies in your meatloaf, or do you not want any at all? But the one thing that I do different that I don't see very often is at the end, 5 to 10 minutes before my meatloaf is done, I take it out of the oven and I put Velveeta cheese on top. And you put of course I have the tomato topping, which can be ketchup, or you can, Emerald had a recipe where it's pretty good. It's called the ultimate meatloaf, where he chopped lots of peppers and celery and things like that, and he made his own tomato topping. That one is pretty good. I am a traditionalist. A lot of the times, and especially like I said with the meatloaf, I like to use ketchup, and of course I use it sugar-free. So I put a little ketchup on top with, there are things, I don't know if this is just, I'm a Texas girl, but there are certain things that Velveeta, it has its uses for. I like it. If you don't like it, you can use regular cheddar cheese, but it's definitely a great melting cheese. So when you're doing stuffed peppers or chili con queso or meatloaf, anyway, I take slices of the Velveeta and I put it on top, I put it back in, and I let it sit for another 5-10 minutes, and I add, and I might even turn the broiler on so that it gets kind of like a little bit brown at the top. Anyway, that's my thing, my little twist on meatloaf. Who can go wrong with meat and melted cheese, right? So that is how I do it. Today, I am really feeling the traditional meatloaf. I don't want to put a lot of peppers and things like that in there, or celery or any of that. I just want it to be a simple meatloaf. I've added a little bit of my garden herbs. Today I'm putting thyme and rosemary. Y'all know those are two of my favorite go-tos. So, got a little thyme and rosemary. Put that in a little dish. I love these little bowls. Thank you, Annette, for bringing me little bowls. I've got a half a cup of breadcrumbs there. Those are actually those Italian breadsticks. I have 4 garlic cloves. Here is my cauliflower. So, let's see. I'm just going to cut it. Get it ready for the oven. I have the oven preheated, by the way, to 375. And I'm just gonna do a half of one because, you know, honestly, I think the kids prefer the regular mashed potatoes. Things that taste good with meatloaf. Let's talk about that. Macaroni and cheese, mashed potatoes, haircut verts. Look at that. It's like part of my bra. Excuse me. Yeah. Caesar salad. But today we're going to do the roasted cauliflower. And let's see. What do you put in your meatloaf? Well, I like ground bison because I'm super healthy. Red meat, it's, you know, I just don't do red meat. Every now and then I'll make something, I'll do some barbecue, and of course I'm gonna eat some of it. But if I wanna make something like spaghetti sauce, bolognese, if I'm going to make tacos, if I'm gonna stuff peppers, I'm gonna use ground bison. It's healthier. It costs twice as much, probably. I don't pay attention to the prices really, but yeah, it does. It costs more. I know that. So, but it's healthy. It's healthy for you. Does it taste good? Absolutely. It tastes just like ground beef. Does it taste gamey? Nope. It's awesome. So, we got some ground bison. Oh, here, by the way, look at these figs. Oh, oh, oh! Mine dropped. Look how big they are today. Wow. Okay. Remind me to go over there and grab that other one. I'm going to put a little Dijon and Worcestershire. Salt, pepper. Yeah. That's it. Make a little thing. I need to grab my... Where are you? There you are. Meatloaf pan. Let's see. Spray it. Almost out of avocado oil. Need some more of that. Eggs or egg if you're... I really limit my egg use because gotta watch the cholesterol. Anyway, yeah, that's it. So I guess now it is video time. Here I go. Bye guys.